Hey punters loungers, while your winter of discontent on the punt is almost over, the good horses are back at Rapa tomorrow. It's the feature, the Foxbridge Plate, but let's go through them right from the start. And Aidan Rodley, small field for the first on the card here, key scratching. So who do we like more out of Athena Baby, Jock and Rint, or you want more?
I'm not so sure. I think they're really even races all day. Key thing about Te Rapa is running rail back into the true position, so it will favour leaders. Who gets there? Yock and Rint or You Want More? Probably You Want More, drawn 3, is likely to take that pace, although Yock and Rint does come in really well. Was taken on when beaten behind Athena Baby a couple of starts back, but comes in 6 kilograms better, and if it can get to the pace in a race that really does shape as being a sit sprint, I think it can upset at 270. You're pretty keen on Athena Baby?
Look, I am. I think the 290 is far better. I think it'll start favourite, I'm absolutely sure, but I'm wary of this 3 kilo claim we saw for Amber Sims. I agree, that's a big swing in the weight. So small field for the first on the card, but I do like Athena Baby. Second on the card, I think I've found one here. Former English horse who went via Hong Kong. Not a bad horse here. My Gift, $4. I liked it fresh up, got to the wrong part of the track. Last time, kept coming in a stronger field. I don't think the form was any spoil, but I think it's got a really good each-way chance.
Yeah, exactly. It's a difficult race. Their horse was trained by Ralph Beckett to win 3 races as a 2-year-old up to listed level before taking to Hong Kong. My Gift, it was okay, but only at sort of at grade level there in Hong Kong. It was eye-catching, like you say, at Te Rapa last time out. Third up in New Zealand.
Part. 3 kilos.
Exactly, and that's
goes
down to 56.
Weight,
exactly.
Yeah.
One thing that we'll get off the speed here, I just wondered whether, we're going to look for a leader. That'll be Tweedledee. Tiger Yanaged takes 4 off to 55. The last start win was very good. I know it was narrow, but at Matamata, I think it's good enough to bring them the form. Royal Ruler was good here last time at Alvin's Dream, a rough chance as well.
Rating 82 for the third on the card. It looks one of the trickier races of the day. Hard race to speed map, hard race to work out who's going to be the swooper in the field. Look, I went Rock the Bank with the 4 kilo claim. I think Taki's riding really well at the moment, but it wasn't a race I went to and thought, okay, super confident.
Yeah, the Rock the Bank's going really well, so there's no knock on this horse's form and will be competitive. His Cavalier and White Pippi Lad were both really good at Pukekohe last week. Fought really well, White Pippi Lad, after sort of being slowly away, had to be used up to get around to the speed, and it looks to be tough. I just thought Truman's run last time out for second was the run of a horse who's going the right way, will be somewhere near the speed, and I thought at 5 and 175 was a bet in what's a really tough race.
Doesn't it bother you that a lot of claimers here bringing the 4 down, so all of a sudden that 54.5 for Truman isn't quite as advantageous as it looked when the fields first come out, because a lot of the toppies are coming down to the same weight?
It'll be interesting anyhow, because I think if you're on speed, it's going to sort of, it's going to negate a lot of those 4 kilogram claims from horses that are back in the field anyhow. Okay,
let's talk about some of the bigger fields of the day, going to be the trickier fields, because if you are getting back, it's not going to be an easy place to make ground. And look, a maiden over the 1600 metres. Market here sees 2 at 4.5, Tamanui and Van Diamond, but the horse I like is actually winding down a little bit. You get to the mares, and I think there's one, if we roll it down a little bit further, fellas, we can get to the favourite for the race. Not the favourite, but my top pick for the race. Who did you like on this page?
Well, we're waiting to see it too. 13 if we can, guys. There we go. So Wicked, 350, 150. So it has come up as favourite. Was very good last time out in running second. There was in a race that was won off the front by You Jump, High Jump. Settled worse in midfield, hit the line really strongly, had won a couple of trials earlier on, and even the third placing at Hastings 2 starts back was very good. Out of a Group 3 performed horse and So Pristine. There's just enough about So Wicked. I thought the horse
dying for the 1600, but the big field does concern me a little bit, because it might need to find good ground somewhere, and I think the better ground's going to be in that first 10 metres, but you need to get pretty wide to be outside 10 metres.
Yeah, I do like it. I thought Taimanu, Van Diamond both had realistic chances in the race, but yeah, those big fields, they'll be competitive affairs for sure.
Also, by that stage of the day, you might get an idea whether the inside is red hot because the rail goes back to the true, or whether it's starting to even out a touch. Often it will be the red hot place to be for the first couple of races, then even out. Let's move on to the 5th on the card. Haven't had a chance to look at this market yet, so I'll be interested to see what they come up with. Fila is obviously a very, very good stayer at $3. Spoke to Jamie Richards during the week. He was pretty keen on Green Dame. Now, again, slightly bad barrier draw, but I'm not sure Filar's a natural 1400 metre horse. I think it's a stayer, but they can go beauty. He's fresh up over the 40.
Yeah, they can, although I did speak to Stephen Marsh at the track on Thursday, and he said we'll need this one. $3 has come up a whole lot shorter than I expected. And we spoke to Thad Taylor on the first call, and he said on there that there's just no money for the horse, so they're obviously priced it too short. So that's an interesting one. I had OCD on top, 650 and 195 for Matthew Cameron. Well, it's probably going to get off the speed to some extent, won't be too far away. The big mover has been so much more, 850 into 460 since this market opened, and was very good on the track last time out. There's no knock on this horse. Green Dane, like you say, has got a bit of a class factor, was third in the 8 carat classic last preparation, and did beat home some pretty good horses as well. The first two in that race were Contessa Vanessa and Carpour. Contessa Vanessa goes round on the Foxbridge.
Yeah, tricky one there. That's the class factors, the horses we think that may go further up against the horses who have that rock hard winter fitness. Let's roll on to the 6th on the card, and look, it's a beauty. So good to see them back. I think Julius picks himself as a natural top selection, but he's tight enough now at 3.5. You can make cases for Start Wondering, Close Up. Obviously the Baker Forsman pair of New York Minute and Francoletta, and on the other page, Melody Bell, and that's just 6 you can make cases for. That's not even counting some Group 1 winners.
Exactly. There's 5 Group 1 winners in this edition of the Group 2 Lisa Chittick Foxbridge Plate. It's been a great guide into the Tarzino in recent years, thinking, you know, horses like I Do and company like that. It's a strong field, no doubt about it. And Julius does present as the one to beat. He was very good on speed here at Te Rapa. It was a sit sprint last time out, but he is the horse who's, you know, he's gone through the grades last preparation, winning a Concord, winning a Darley Stallions Plate, and he has done it from the front. That's likely where he's going to be again. He's a big, strong horse, and if he can get there, he's going to take a power of beating. He is definitely my top selection in the race. I thought the bet, though, was Close Up, who was only 2 3/4 lengths away from him last time out, and does come in 4 kilograms better. Weights and Measures says that he's going to be very competitive, and he was great in this race last year, finishing second before going on to win the Tarzino. It is a stellar edition of the Foxbridge. Who'd you like, Mick?
Look, I'm going for Julius. I think he's race fit, and therefore he has the opportunity to posse up close to the speed and win. I think there'll be 2 divisions. A lot of horses on the speed and those back who are looking to just get rolling and maybe get fitted for a Tarzino or the 1600 at Hastings a few more weeks after that. I'll go for Big Julie, but it's not going to be easy because I still don't think he's a natural wet tracker, even though he won last start. Lots of opinions on that one. It's the race of the day, the Foxbridge Plate. Next race, I didn't have such strong opinions on. I've looked at this 3 or 4 times, Rod, and I thought to myself, I don't know. And Aligns with me, I think, is the best horse in this race. But Bobby Dazzler was good on debut. Looked like it was going to be beaten and fought back. Nutty was really good last start. It's not a strong opinion race for me. Can you guide us?
Not really. I didn't think it was the strongest of races. I had it very even as well. In the end, I've come up with Nutty on top. I just thought the run for second last time out came from a long way back and behind so much more. We're getting a lead from so much more. You know, 8s into 450 with bookmakers in that other race, and Nutty stays in the same grade. So just enough about that. Jonathan Parks was aboard last time out, so he knows the horse as well. So I think Nutty, when I spoke to Stephen Marsh earlier in the week, he was pretty keen about the chances of Bobby Dazzler. He said the horse has really come on since that win. Obviously, he'd run second at the trials, went up, led at Tauranga, got headed, and then fought back for the win. So it was very good. And I agree with you about Aligns with me. Swishalicious wasn't bad in behind Nutty last time out, was eye-catching.
Just don't like Aligns with me carrying 59.5. It's only had the 1 win from 3 starts, admittedly. It does look a class type of horse, but it's carrying an awful lot of weight because it hasn't taken any points off just yet. Last on the card on what's going to be a cracking day out of Te Rapa. And if you saw the video last start of Divine Duke winning, you'd go, well, how are they going to beat this? It's up in the weights, but it won by an absolute cricket pitch, and most importantly, Takayana Gita is getting the 4 kilo claim once again, and he's riding really well.
Yeah, exactly. He's won by 8. The funny thing, though, was just the market leading into that, because there was a big push for Artiste. Artiste was back a whole lot better than what Divine Duke was back to be beating Divine Duke. Now, what happened at the 600 metre mark was Troy Harris was aboard Artiste, cops a massive check, he's lost his iron. So he's going around John Wayne style, was unable to give Artiste any real push into that. Artiste does have very good gate speed as well. So it's got tactical speed from barrier 1 to be in the race. Divine Duke has none, so it's going to be out the back door. I thought Artiste was the bet here at 420 to turn the tables. It looks good on paper because Divine Duke's an 8-length winner last time out. but the money about Artiste last time out and just where it's going to get to in this race, I think it can turn the tables at a slightly better price.
Maybe a race where if the inside's playing red hot, then Artiste comes really into play. If it's not being the case and it's been cut up, Divine Duke maybe comes back into play. It's one of those races which you might be better off waiting to bet later in the day.
Yeah, and exactly. Lance O'Sullivan was, you know, the great jockey at Te Rapa who said, you know, early on, it's inside and on speed. By the end of the day, the bigger fields, which they do program to get the better betting, you know, it's wider and back, and that's going to favour Divine Duke, who he does train. Well done to the team at Te Rapa. They've got an outstanding card tomorrow. All those odds available on tab.co.nz. Good luck on the punt if you're playing on Foxbridge Plate Day.